A young woman hears a knock on her door, and she goes to answer it. This girl says that she found a wallet on the street, and that it had a name and an address in it. The woman says that's her father's, but she's not sure if this girl stole it from him instead. "I'll take it, but don't touch me, okay?" And as she's about to close the door, the girl blocks the door and asks her to wait, but she throws something at her. She just wanted something to eat, and the woman looks at her, outraged by her request. She says they have spared food on the house, but not for her. Suddenly, before she closes the door, a man stops her, and she screams at the woman, thinking that she's the one who did it. She opens it once more and sees her father there, asking her why she's screaming like that. He asks who this girl is, and she says that she brought his wallet, but that she must have stolen it in the first place. He's amazed to see his wallet back with all the money he had still in it. He asks if she's the one who brought it, and she nods, but his daughter can't wait to get rid of her and this unpleasant conversation. He has scolded her countless times about this behavior of hers, and she says that she's bothering her. He apologizes to the girl for his daughter's behavior and tells her so. "People like her make me feel this way. It's best if she would go away." He tells her to calm down and turns to the girl, asking if she's hungry, and she nods, saying that's very hungry. He tells her they'll go in and eat something, but his daughter's disgusted and tells her not to enter. "You need to have respect. I invited her in, and you can't talk to her like that. She's all dirty, imagine what the house will be like. She'll eat with us and you'll show some respect to our guest." They go inside and the daughter is already saying bad things to her. She puts some napkins on the table, and on her seat, so that way she doesn't mess everything up. "Eat only here, you hear me?" Her father approaches them and asks what's going on, and she says she's only tidying things up for the little punk. He breathes out heavily and asks if that's the dish she prepared for her. That's what she deserves. He orders her to get the others they have, and she doesn't like that. She says they're for her birthday, and he tells her that's the very same ones that he wants. She gets angry to hear him say that. But he tells her once more that he'll not have her behaving like that. She complains about him saying these things in front of her, and he says he only wants her to get the dishes. She starts winning again, but he shuts her down and tells her to get them right now. "I hate you. And I hope you eat fast, you're only bringing problems to this house. Very unnecessary." He apologizes for her misbehavior once more and invites her to sit down. They sit down and his daughter asks if she can bring the dishes already, and he tells her to make it so. She serves them both and he thanks her, and then tells the girl to eat. She gives a broad smile and thanks him. She also sits down, telling her to eat fast and go away already. There's a moment of silence and he asks her once more to not be like that, and she makes an unhappy face, saying that she knows it already. They try to have a decent meal together, and in the end, she throws her dirty napkin at the girl. It's clear as day that her father is furious at her, and she simply tells him it won't happen again. He gets interested in the girl and asks her to share more about her. She tells him her name and a nickname that people usually call her by, but then he asks her to tell more about her life and her story. She says that she's a mechanical engineer. He seems surprised by that, and she calls her a liar. "Have manners." He asks her about her parents, but she says that they passed away in the pandemic. That's why she's alone. She went into a deep depression after that and ended up losing everything. She lost her house, her car, and her job. That's why she's living on the streets now. Congratulations. Your acting skills are pretty great. He tells her to stop that and let her finish. He feels sorry for her. He tells her that he had to endure something very similar, and he lost his wife a couple of years ago. She gets unsettled by that and tells him to be careful of what he shares with her. As I was saying, I lost my wife. And she snaps at him, telling him not to speak about her mother to a nobody like that. He scolds her once more, but it falls on deaf ears and she tells him that she hates him and leaves. You need to learn how to behave. He apologizes to her once more, and he says that she's a good girl, but he's afraid that she never got through the loss of her mother. He'll leave her for now as he goes to talk to his daughter. He finds her sitting down on the couch, and he sits next to her, asking what's happening. She says that she's upset, and he noticed that by the way she was behaving at the table, that she's not like that. Tell me what's happening. She turns to him and says that he shouldn't have done that to a poor woman like that. He should have given her some money and sent her away instead of in. Do you think this is how we should behave? She's contaminated and she smells. I don't like you behaving like that and you shouldn't do it anymore. She says that she doesn't want him to talk about her mother to a nobody like that. And he reminds her that he's her father. He feels like her memory's tainted, so he says he'll refresh it for her. They were always together back then, and she remembers it. He asks if she remembers that they went on a big trip, and she remembers it. But he tells her that it wasn't a trip, they were living on the streets. We always had everything. Not, sweetie, not always. We did when we had your mother with us, but everything changed for the worse when we lost her. I lost my job and my house, and was taking care of you all by myself. I lost everything. There's a moment of silence and he reminisces about it. She walks at his side in raggedy clothes, and he strikes gold. He found something they can eat in the trash can, and gives it to her. It's such a good sensation to have something to eat. As they're fulfilling their basic need, a man approaches them, asking him why is he eating from the garbage. It's food. He tells him that he doesn't need to endure this, that he's a young man, and can get a job to change his way of living. My life's hard, you don't know what I've been through. I'm not criticizing you, I'm giving you advice. He tells him to do it for his daughter, to change his way of living for her, and give her a better future. I'm going to help you. He takes some money from his wallet and hands him. He takes it and stands up. Take a bath, change your clothes, and then go to my company. He hands him a business card, telling him he's going to change his way of living. He gets emotional and thanks him, hugging his precious daughter. I promise you that everything's going to change. I'll be strong for you and fight for your future. That's what happened, he says. They lived on the street and had to eat food from the trash. That's why I don't want you to behave like that. I know you're not like this. She apologizes to him. She says she only said those things to humor her, that she couldn't imagine that they went through this. I'm truly sorry, Dad. It's okay. You're such a wonderful dad. You truly deserve the life you have today. And the best part is to see you happy. To take care of you. But you don't need to apologize to me. You need to apologize to her. You're right. Perhaps we can help her. Maybe you can find a job for her in the company, and she can spend some time here too. It's great to hear you saying this. That's the girl I raised. She deeply regrets the bad things she said, and tells him they should head back. She feels she's causing trouble and decides to leave. But they see her, and he asks where she's going, that his daughter wants to tell her something. She's embarrassed, but her father tells her to go on, and she starts apologizing for her behavior earlier. She says she's sorry, and the girl also apologizes for causing them any trouble. You didn't cause trouble. You made me realize a lot of things. I also talked to my father for you to spend some time here, and maybe work at his company. She's not sure if she can accept her invitation, but he says that his company needs more people, and an engineer like her would be most welcome. Don't waste this opportunity. I can share clothes and makeup with you. She opens up a big smile and says that she accepts it then. Welcome to the family. Bring it in.